Now, now I would request both the leaders to jointly unveil the e-plaque for the inauguration of the Army Software Park at Telecommunications University, Nha Trang, Vietnam. Sir. Thank you, sir. We shall next witness the exchange of MOUs and agreements. The first exchange is of the Plan of Action to Advance Comprehensive Strategic Partnership between India and Vietnam 2024-2028. This will be exchanged from the Vietnamese side by Mr. Bu Tan Sun, Foreign Minister of Vietnam, and on the Indian side by Dr. S. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister. Thank you, Ministers. We next have the exchange of MOU for cooperation in customs capacity building between CBIC India and the General Department of Vietnam Customs Vietnam. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Van Can, and from the Indian side, Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, Chairman CBIT. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Central Agricultural University, Imphal, Manipur, and the Vietnam Academy of Agricultural Science, Hanoi, for cooperation in agriculture research and education. On the Vietnamese side, Mr. Dao Thea, Vice President of Vietnam Academy of Agriculture Sciences, and on the Indian side, Dr. Anupam Mishra, Vice Chancellor of CAU, Imphal. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Ministry of Law and Justice of India and Ministry of Justice of Vietnam on cooperation in legal field. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Quong Ngoc, Deputy Minister of Justice, and from the Indian side, Dr. Rajiv Mani, Law Secretary. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Prasar Bharati and Voice of Vietnam for cooperation on radio and television. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Do Tien Si, President of the Voice of Vietnam, and on the Indian side, Mr. Gaurav Dwivedi, CEO of Prasar Bharati. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of dollar credit line agreement of $120 million between the Government of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, represented by Ministry of Finance and Export-Import Bank of India, and the dollar credit line agreement of $180 million between Government of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, represented by Ministry of Finance and the Export-Import Bank of India. From the Vietnamese side, we have Mr. Vo Tan Hong, Deputy Minister of Finance, and on the Indian side, Ms. Harsha Bangri, Managing Director, Import-Export Bank of India. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. We next have the exchange of letter of intent between India and Vietnam for restoration and conservation of F block of Mai Son UNESCO World Heritage Site. From the Vietnamese side, we have Mr. Trinh Thi Tue, Deputy Minister for Culture, Sports and Tourism, and from the Indian side, Shri Jaideep Majumdar, Secretary East. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding between the Traditional Medicine Administration Ministry of Health of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam and the National Medicinal Plants Board, the Department of Ayush, Ministry of Ayush, Government of Republic of India, on cooperation in field of medicinal plant. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Thi Thien, and on the Indian side, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Dadich. And last but not the least, we have an exchange of MOU for National Maritime Heritage Complex Lothal. From the Vietnamese side, Ms. Trinh Thi Tue, Deputy Minister for Culture, Sports and Tourism. From the Indian side, Shri T.K. Ramchandran, Secretary, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the exchange ceremony. I now request the spokesperson for Ministry of External Affairs to conduct the remaining part of the ceremony.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Your Excellency, Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, Honorable Ministers and members of both delegations, distinguished guests and friends from the media. We will now have the press statements. May I request Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to give his remarks to the media. Sir.
Your Excellency, प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिंग चिंग, दोनों देशों के डेलीगेट्स, मीडिया के हमारे साथी, नमस्कार, सिन चाओ। मैं प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिंग चिंग और उनके डेलीगेशन का भारत में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। सबसे पहले मैं समस्त भारतीयों की ओर से जनरल सेक्रेटरी न्युएन फू चौंग के निधन पर गहरी संवेदनाएं व्यक्त करता हूं। वे भारत के अच्छे मित्र थे और उनके नेतृत्व में भारत और वियतनाम संबंधों को स्ट्रैटेजिक दिशा भी मिली थी। फ्रेंड्स, पिछले एक दशक में हमारे संबंधों के आयामों में विस्तार भी हुआ है और इनमें गहराई भी आई है। पिछले 10 वर्षों में हमने अपने संबंधों को कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रैटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का रूप दिया है। हमारे द्विपक्षीय व्यापार में 85% से अधिक बढ़ोतरी हुई है। एनर्जी, टेक्नोलॉजी एवं डेवलपमेंट पार्टनरशिप में आपसी सहयोग में विस्तार हुआ है। रक्षा एवं सुरक्षा क्षेत्रों में आपसी सहयोग को नई गति मिली है। पिछले एक दशक में कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ी है और आज हमारे बीच 50 से ज्यादा डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट्स हैं। इसके साथ साथ टूरिज्म में लगातार वृद्धि हो रही है और लोगों को ई वीजा की सुविधा भी दी गई है। मी सोन में प्राचीन मंदिरों के पुनरुद्धार का कार्य सफलतापूर्वक पूरा किया गया है। फ्रेंड्स, पिछले दशक के अचीवमेंट्स को देखते हुए आज की हमारी चर्चा में हमने आपसी सहयोग के सभी क्षेत्रों पर व्यापक रूप से चर्चा की और भविष्य की रूपरेखा तैयार करने की ओर कई कदम उठाए। हम मानते हैं कि विकसित भारत 2047 और वियतनाम के विजन 2045 के कारण दोनों देशों में विकास ने गति पकड़ी है। इससे आपसी सहयोग के बहुत से नए क्षेत्र खुल रहे हैं और इसलिए अपनी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप को और अधिक मजबूत देने के लिए आज हमने एक नया प्लान ऑफ एक्शन अपनाया है। डिफेंस और सिक्योरिटी के क्षेत्र में सहयोग के लिए नए कदम उठाए हैं। नया चांग में बने आर्मी सॉफ्टवेयर पार्क का आज उद्घाटन किया गया। $300 मिलियन की क्रेडिट लाइन पर बनी सहमति से वियतनाम की मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी सशक्त होगी। हमने यह भी तय किया है कि आतंकवाद और साइबर सुरक्षा इस विषयों पर सहयोग को बल दिया जाएगा। हम इस बात पर सहमत हैं कि आपसी व्यापार के पोटेंशियल को प्राप्त करने के लिए आसियान इंडिया ट्रेड इन गुड्स एग्रीमेंट की समीक्षा जल्द से जल्द संपन्न की जाए। डिजिटल पेमेंट कनेक्टिविटी के लिए हमारे सेंट्रल बैंकों के बीच सहमति बन गई है। हमने निर्णय लिया है कि ग्रीन इकोनॉमी और न्यू इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्रों पर ध्यान केंद्रित किया जाएगा। ऊर्जा और पोर्ट डेवलपमेंट में एक दूसरे की क्षमताओं को पारस्परिक लाभ के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा। दोनों देशों के प्राइवेट सेक्टर, स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस और स्टार्टअप्स को भी आपस में जोड़ने की दिशा में काम किया जाएगा। फ्रेंड्स, कृषि और मत्स्य पालन दोनों देशों की अर्थव्यवस्था का अहम भाग है। ये सेक्टर्स लोगों की आजीविका और फूड सिक्योरिटी से जुड़े हैं। हमने तय किया है कि इन क्षेत्रों में जर्म प्लाज्मा एक्सचेंज और जॉइंट रिसर्च को बढ़ावा दिया जाएगा। हमारी साझा सांस्कृतिक धरोहर के संरक्षण के लिए भारत वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट मीसोन के ब्लॉक एप के मंदिरों के संरक्षण में सहयोग देगा। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं, बुद्धिज्म हमारी साझा विरासत है, जिसने दोनों देशों के लोगों को आध्यात्मिक स्तर पर एक दूसरे से जोड़ा है। हम भारत में बुद्धिस्ट सर्किट में वियतनाम के लोगों को आमंत्रित करते हैं और चाहते हैं कि नालंदा विश्वविद्यालय का लाभ वियतनाम के युवा भी उठाएं। फ्रेंड्स, हमारी एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी और हमारे इंडो पैसिफिक विजन में वियतनाम हमारा महत्वपूर्ण पार्टनर है। इंडो पैसिफिक के बारे में हम दोनों के विचारों में अच्छा सामंजस्य है। हम विस्तारवाद नहीं, विकासवाद का समर्थन करते हैं। हम फ्री, ओपन, रूल्स बेस्ड और समृद्ध इंडो पैसिफिक के लिए अपने सहयोग को जारी रखेंगे। हम सीडीआरआई में शामिल होने के लिए वियतनाम के निर्णय का स्वागत करते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, एक बार फिर मैं प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिन चिन का स्वागत करता हूं। आपकी यात्रा से हमारे संबंधों में एक नया और सुनहरा अध्याय जुड़ रहा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, to give his remarks to the media.
Thưa ngài Thủ tướng Narendra Modi,
Prime Minister Narendra
thưa
Modi,
các vị đại biểu cấp cao
distinguished
Ấn Độ,
high-level
Việt Nam
Indian
và các
and
cơ quan
Vietnamese
báo chí,
delegates,
phóng viên báo chí.
dear friends of the media.
Trước tiên,
At the
xin
outset,
trân trọng cảm ơn
I
ngài
would like to extend my gratitude
cùng các nhà
to His
lãnh đạo
Excellency Prime
Ấn Độ,
Minister Modi
toàn thể
and the
nhân dân
leaders
Ấn
of
Độ
India and the whole of the Indian people
về sự chia buồn sâu sắc
for the deep condolences
và cử cố vấn
and the sending of your National Security Advisor to the funeral service
chia buồn với nhân
and
dân Việt Nam
express the condolence at the passing
do sự ra đi
of
của đồng chí Tổng Bí thư Nguyễn Phú
Comrade
Trọng.
General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trọng, an extraordinary leader of Vietnam who have devoted his entire life for his people, a nation, who is a close friend of the Indian
Việt
people.
Nam
Vietnam, the leadership of Vietnam might change in the future, yet the bond of friendship and cooperation, the special bond between Vietnam and India, shall never change, and on the contrary, shall grow more enduringly, concretely, more effectively going forward. I would like to extend my best regards, the best regards from President Tô Lâm, President of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn, to Prime Minister Modi and the leaders of India, with the warm fondness and friendship. Over the past 2 days, Prime Minister Modi and Indian friends have given me a warm, hospitable welcome from the bottom of your heart, full of trust and affection. Once again, to India, I believe that I've sensed a feeling of warmth as though I'm coming home. I would like to thank you, Prime Minister Modi, and all the Indian people. Prime Minister Modi and I just had a heartfelt, open and effective discussion, having achieved a wide range of important mutual understandings and results. We warmly congratulate His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, the BJP and the NDA for its historic victory at the 18th election of the Lok Sabha. And we believe that under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, in his third consecutive term, India would continue to bring about greater benefit to the Indian people, achieve even more splendorous successes in the future, and achieve Viksit Bharat 2047 to make India a developed country on the centenary of the Republic in 2047, an India that enjoyed an increasingly greater role and status in the world, that contribute to peace, stability, development and prosperity in the region and the world. Over the past 10 years, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, India has become the 5th largest economy in the world, one of the top powers with a striking global role, and having made its mark. The leadership of the BJP and the Prime Minister have brought about great benefit to the Indian people. We are deeply impressed by the hallmark of His Excellency Prime Minister, such as electricity coverage for 28 million poor households, 5G connection, social security, and a dramatic increase in the people's living standard, and food security for all, including 800 million who benefit from free food. This is a result of a great effort from the Indian government and His Excellency Prime Minister personally. Rural areas have clean water coverage. The farmers receive much assistance, and for the first time, India landed a spaceship to the South Pole of the Moon. India also held a successful G20 summit, and the Voice of the South, and advanced the corridor between India, the Middle East and Europe. India also played an important role in the fight against COVID-19 with 4 types of vaccines, from which we also benefited. And even in the production of COVID-19 treatment drugs, we also imported quite the quantity from India. We shared with each other the strategic vision on the world today, especially the dramatic change in the natural environment and human development and the world today. IR 4.0, artificial intelligence, cloud computing are changing
cách thức vận hành
fundamentally the way we produce and the way the world is run,
của con người.
as well as the way humans behave.
Chuyển đổi số, chuyển đổi xanh, kinh tế
Digital
tuần
and
hoàn,
green transformation,
kinh tế chia sẻ,
circular economy, and the knowledge and sharing economy, and climate action all are becoming a matter of
và
course,
xu hướng cũng như là cái lựa chọn chiến lược
a strategic trend and choice, and a top option
chúng ta ngày nay.
for socio-economic development in the world today.
Và Ấn Độ Dương phát
The
huy vai trò
Asia
đầu tàu
Indo-Pacific
phát triển kinh tế
is a locomotive for growth in the
nhưng
world,
cũng là nơi cạnh tranh
but it is
rất lớn
also where
xảy ra cái
major power politics taking
các
place
thách thức an
fiercely.
ninh, đặc biệt là
Security
an ninh phi truyền
challenges,
thống,
especially non-traditional
đang
security
ngày càng
challenges,
phức tạp, mang tính toàn
interspersing
cầu,
with each other are
toàn dân,
becoming fiercer.
toàn diện.
They are of a global,
Có thể
whole,
nói, chúng ta đang ở
comprehensive
giai đoạn
and whole
thời cơ
people nature.
và thách
We are
thức
at a
đan
time
xen
where there is intertwining opportunities and
khó
challenges.
khăn. Chúng ta đang trong một cái giai đoạn tức là khó khăn thách thức đan xen với thời cơ và thuận lợi.
There are
Nhưng mà có
opportunities
thể nói
intertwined with challenges,
nhiều hơn là thời cơ.
but there are more challenges than there are opportunities.
Thì tôi có thể nói thêm là như vậy để chúng ta thấy
If I
được
could add
nhìn
that
tầm
much.
nhìn của thế giới trong cái thời gian tới đây
That
và những
is
vấn đề của thế giới diễn ra hiện nay
the state of the world today.
đều mang tính toàn cầu, mang tính
And the
toàn diện, mang tính toàn
issues that the world face is of a global,
của chúng ta để
comprehensive and whole of people nature. Therefore, we need an approach and a methodology
là phải mang tính toàn cầu
that is
đề cao
global,
chủ nghĩa đa phương, kêu gọi
upholding
sự đoàn kết
multilateralism, calling for
và
international
chúng ta phải lấy
solidarity,
người dân làm trung tâm,
with the
làm
people
chủ
at the
thể
heart as a
để
driver
thực hiện các cái chính sách
and the actor
và chúng ta
of
không
all
để ai
policy,
bị bỏ lại phía
and
sau.
leave no one behind.
Với một cái sự diễn biến hiện nay của tình hình thế
Given
giới,
the state of the world today,
quan điểm nhìn
that
nhận
that is our position
đề xuất những cái giải pháp như vậy
and
và chúng tôi cũng đã chia sẻ
solutions.
với ngài thủ tướng
And
trong hội đàm.
this is what I've
Tóm lại là
spoken
chúng ta
with
có cách tiếp cận
His Excellency
và
Prime
mang
Minister.
tính toàn dân toàn diện và
We
toàn
need
cầu trong cái bối cảnh hiện nay.
such solution
Tôi
in
và
the world
ngài
today.
Narendra Modi hài lòng ghi nhận những tiến triển và thành quả
His
to lớn
Excellency
đã đạt được
Prime Minister and
quan
I
hệ hai nước.
are pleased to witness the immense gains in bilateral relations, especially since the establishment of the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. During his visit 8 years ago, we reiterated the priority and the importance that our two countries give to each other in our respective foreign policies. We agree to continue to preserve and cherish the traditional ties between Vietnam and India as close, trusted, and faithful friends. Friends that have stayed together, stood shoulder to shoulder throughout history, and forever after. We shall seek breakthroughs to further elevate this bond of friendship, enhance the comprehensive strategic partnership in a new strategic era for the prosperity of each country and the well-being of each people. We agree that Vietnam and India have a high level of political trust, similar culture, empathy with each other, complementary economies, and a shared aspiration for national development and for the well-being of people. There is much more around for us to work together in line with the trend of our time, the condition of each country, to live up to the expectation of our respective peoples, and to serve the legitimate rights and interests of our respective nations for each country's sustainable and rapid development needs. Accordingly, Mr. Prime Minister and I and high-level delegations have agreed to adopt a joint statement on enhancing the comprehensive strategic partnership contemplation of visit with 5 mores. I would like to stress the 5 mores, which are: first, more enhanced political and strategic trust. This means stronger exchanges and more regular engagement at the party, state, parliamentary and people-to-people channels to maximize the effectiveness of cooperation mechanisms and make good use of the POA 2024-2028, focusing on advancing 11 areas of cooperation, including traditional and emerging areas, which I would stress, such as digital transformation, green transformation, IT, and climate action. The second more is more open and deeper defense and security ties, including the effective implementation of the joint vision statement on defense cooperation with Vietnam and India towards 2030. Third, more concrete and effective economic trade and investment cooperation. We agree to double bilateral trade and investment over the next 3 to 5 years. And of course, if we want this, we need a mechanism for cooperation, a new mechanism in accordance with the particularity of each of our country and our respective economies. The fourth more is more open scientific, technological and innovation cooperation to maximize the benefit, maximize the potential and strength of each side in IR 4.0 to cooperate in scientific research, atomic energy, rare earth metal, renewables, and new areas such as semiconductor, AI, and cloud computing. The fifth more is cultural, tourism, and people-to-people shall be more and better, including cultural, civilizational, historical, religious ties between the two countries, making these values into the fundamental drivers to strengthen the friendship and exchanges between the two peoples. We also agree to further deepen regional and international cooperation, continue to lend support to each other at multilateral forums, especially the UN, ASEAN and ASEAN-led mechanisms, to promote peaceful dialogue and peace building and confidence building among countries, to advance ASEAN centrality and Mekong sub-regional mechanism. Vietnam strongly supports India's Act East policy and India's growing role in the important cooperation mechanisms in the region and the world. On the occasion of my visit, Vietnam has made a decision to be part of India's CDRI, and we will soon complete our dossier to be part of India's ISA. We also agreed to establish a deputy foreign ministerial level cultural diplomacy, the economic diplomacy dialogue. The two sides redoubled the importance of ensuring peace, stability, security, safety and freedom of navigation over flights to the East Sea, the South China Sea, and the peaceful settlement of disputes based on respecting international law, especially UNCLOS 1982. We agreed to share information and work together to make the South China Sea into the waters of peace, stability, friendship, cooperation, where the safety, security and freedom of navigation over flight is upheld. On this occasion, the competent authorities of our two countries have signed 12 important cooperation documents in defense, diplomacy, justice, culture, health, scientific research and HR training, and other important documents as well for trade and investment cooperation between our respective business communities. Mr. Prime Minister and I agreed to task the relevant authorities with implementing these agreements in the spirit of harmonizing benefits and sharing risk. Work together, enjoy the fruits together, win together, grow together. Sympathize with each other, share with each other, share a vision, and share an action. Any commitment made, any promise must be delivered on, and anything that has been delivered must see to fruition. That is quantifiable, so that the people of our two countries can benefit from them, and that such cooperation will be in the interest of the prosperity of our respective countries.
Nêu trên, quan
I
hệ
trust
đối
that
tác
with these
chiến lược
concrete
toàn diện
results,
Việt Nam Ấn Độ
the comprehensive
bước sang một giai đoạn
strategic
phát triển mới,
partnership between Vietnam and India
ngày càng sâu
has
sắc,
entered a new period,
tin cậy,
deeper,
thực chất,
with greater trust,
hiệu quả hơn,
with
đáp
greater
ứng lợi ích
effectiveness,
và nguyện vọng của
to
nhân
live
dân hai
up
nước,
to the interest
vì
and
sự hùng
aspiration
cường,
of our
thịnh
two
vượng
peoples
của mỗi nước,
for peace, cooperation,
vì hòa bình, hợp
development
tác, phát triển ở khu vực và trên thế giới.
in the region and in the world.
Nhân đây thì tôi cũng
Let me
xin
take the
gửi lời
opportunity
trân trọng
to
Ngài Thủ tướng
extend
đến thăm lại Việt Nam
my
vào thời gian sớm nhất có
cordial
thể.
invitation to His Excellency Prime Minister
Những cái gì
to visit Vietnam
mà Ngài
at
Thủ
the nearest
tướng,
future
các nhà lãnh đạo Ấn Độ cũng như nhân dân Ấn Độ dành cho Việt Nam nói chung
to reciprocate the kindness and hospitality that His Excellency and the people of India have accorded to me, as well as to give up time for the condolences that you have given us upon the passing of the late General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng. Once again, thank you for your presence here.
Xin trân trọng cảm ơn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the press statement.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to First Pulse